Simultaneously with the European Union's parliamentary elections, main day, May the 26th, 2019, were held some other elections and at least one referendum. The referendum was held in Romania, a fairly large country in southeastern Europe, whose president, Mr. Klaus Iohannis, belongs to the center right and comes from the country's fairly small German-speaking minority. He had backed a controversial plan to impose strict sentences on those people, especially public officials, found guilty of corruption. Romanians dealt an electoral blow to the governing Social Democratic Party in the European Union elections on Sunday, May the 26th, 2019, as the center-right party surged to over 50% of the vote. Leading with 27% of the vote was the National Liberal Party, part of the European People's Party and backed by the Romanian president, Klaus Iohannis, with almost all votes counted. And have to get information on the Romanian referendum. Let's see. Yes, according to Reuters, the Reuters news agency, Romanians overwhelmingly rejected measures seen as making it harder to tackle rampant state corruption in a non-binding referendum on Sunday, dealing a double blow to the ruling Social Democrats, who also lost support in the European Union elections. The referendum's result was a blow, and also the simultaneously held European Union elections results were a blow to the Romanian Prime Minister, Ms. Viorica Dăncilă. The referendum asked voters to decide whether the government should be banned from altering judicial legislation via emergency decrees, as it can do now, and whether they want a national ban on any amnesty and pardoning for graft-related crimes. According to data from the National Election Bureau, voter turnout stood at 41% when polling stations closed at 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, above the 30% required for it to be valid. Analysts expect the turnout to equate with a big vote in favor of the anti-graft drive. According to President Iohannis, the referendum succeeded with flying colors. He thanked Romanians and called it a clear vote for correct politics for true justice, and emphasized that no politician can ignore the Romanian voters' clear vote for an independent judiciary. Exit polls for the European parliamentary election showed both the opposition centrist National Liberal Party and the ruling Social Democrats at 25.8%, with the latter falling sharply below the 45% it had won in the last national ballot in 2016. A new alliance of opposition parties, USR Plus, secured third place with 24% of the votes. The two ballots have mobilized voters fed up with graft in Romania, a nation of 20 million people, which joined the NATO in 2004 and the EU in 2007. Political science professor Sergiu Miscoiu from the Babes Boliai University called the referendum result a clear victory against the Social Democrats. And that the referendum was called to stimulate the anti-PSD vote, anti-social democratic vote, ahead of the presidential election. Romania will hold a presidential election later in 2019, with the incumbent President Iohannis in pole position to win a new 5-year term. The Romanian presidents are limited to 2 5-year terms. Parliamentary elections are due in December 2020. Mm.